Okay, what we're going to look at today is solving proportions using cross multiplying. Okay, now here is a problem where we have to solve for m. And if you notice, there's an equal sign between, so we are creating basically two fractions that are going to be equal in value. And we do that through cross products or cross multiplying. And here's the steps that I'll be teaching. Okay, is we cross a lower with a upper. Okay, so 36 times 18. So 36 times 18 would go right up here. And then we cross m with 27. So equals m times 27. Okay, so what we've created here, we always start at on the bottom with our denominator and cross. We've created basically an algebra problem that we now need to solve. Okay, what I'll do is I'll make students take this now and move it probably down below and then carry out the steps of solving an equation. I'm going to grab a calculator. Okay, so on this problem here now, if we take 36 times 18, okay, that's 648. Okay, so we put 648 down here equals m times 27. Okay, to get rid of the 27, since it's being multiplied by the variable, we would divide by 27. These cancel, so m equals 648 divided by 27, and that equals 24. Okay, so the value for m here is 24, and I'll also point out, does it make sense? The numerator here is less than the denominator. Okay, it's basically 6 less than the denominator. If we look over here, our numerator is less than our denominator here as well. So our answer does seem reasonable, and that's an important thing to check when you're doing these problems. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Okay, this one our variable is here in the numerator, but we do the same process. Okay, we're going to cross here, 30 times 4, and that we can actually do, if you want it. I'm going to write it a little differently this time. 30 times 4 without a multiplication sign, one number in parentheses, and then we're going to cross here, 5 times b. So that would be 5b. Okay? So we end up now, if we move it down below, 5b equals 120. All right, and we did single step equations, so if we carried out the way we did it when we did single step equations, this is what we did. We divided our equation into two sides. We'll divide both by 5 to isolate our variable. Remember, whatever we do to one side of the equation, we've got to go do the same thing to the other side. In this case, we divide them both by 5. Okay, so b equals 120 divided by 5. So 120 divided by 5, in this case, is 24. Okay, so b equals 24. Now, students can check their work by cross multiplying to make sure they get the same amount. 30 times 4 we already determined was 120. 5 times 24 is also 120. When you cross multiply, if you have equal fractions, you will have equal values when you cross product or cross multiply there. Okay, here's another one. In this case, our variable's down here in the numerator that's missing. Okay, so we cross starting on the bottom. Okay, so 18s, okay, equals 15 times 9. Alright, so if I move it down here now, I have 18s equals 15 times 9. Okay, that's 135. Alright, now I'm going to solve this single step equation. 18 is being multiplied by s, so we're going to divide by 18. These cancel. S equals 135 divided by 18. And our answer ends up being 7.5. So we get a decimal answer in this case here. Okay, so this comes out to 7.5. Now, let's check our work. We know 15 times 9 already was 135. So 7.5 times 18 should come out to 135 as well. 7.5 times 13, and it does not equal that. Let me try it again here. 7.5 times 13. Okay, that equals 97.5. So there's a mistake here. Okay, so obviously something is multiplied wrong. Let me check my work. Let me check this right here. 135 divided by 18, and that equals 7.5. Okay, so let's see here. We divided both there. Let's check 15 times 9. 15 times 9, and that equals 135. Okay, so let's see. 18s equals 135 divided both by 18. 7.5 times 18 is 135. That's a mistake I was making. I was multiplying by 13, not 18 here. So 7.5 is the right answer. 7.5 times 18 is 135. 15 times 9 is also 135. I typed in the first time and I checked it, I typed in 13 here instead of 18, just a mistake typing it in. But that's one of the reasons to check your work. You know, you find your mistake. I really didn't have a mistake, but it allows you to look into the problem a little bit deeper. So hopefully this helps. That's solving proportions using cross products.